So I was thinking of ideas for my next video, and thinking about how great The Sims 4 looks with reshade turned on, but how disappointing the gameplay is. And thinking about how this resized cupcake factory is non-functional. Tragic. But then I had an idea. So I decided to make a video on custom CAS screens. Because in The Sims 2, CAS is basically a custom lot that you can modify, and you can create your own custom Create a Sim screens. So I was trying to think of like interesting ideas for things to do in the Create a Sim lot, and I found this website. It was an old website and it had like a bunch of custom Create a Sim screens on it available for download. And a bunch of them had fire in, and then I was reading the descriptions of the Create a Sim screens with the fire in, and it said like the fire was harmless and safe. But then I thought to myself, what if the fire wasn't harmless and safe? So before trying this out in my Create a Sim room, I decided that I should like do a test run with the Buyable Fire first. So its location is actually in Miscellaneous, and then Children. You should never see this. But the problem was, when I tested the fire, Jason Experiment basically ended up in permanent aspiration failure over and over again. He kept rolling the fear for fire, and he just got stuck in a permanent loop. This happened like 7 times before the therapist finally appeared. But obviously another problem was that the buy and build mode functions were greyed out. However, you can save the lot and exit to the neighbourhood while it's saved, which is all I really needed. Okay, so I've modified the CAS lot to include the Buyable Fire. When placing it, it's just completely invisible, so I don't know if this is actually going to work or not. So I put a Searing Indifference poster on the wall from The Sims 2 buy mode, just so that I could see whether the lot itself was working and if the problem was just the fire. There is something else I can potentially do to maybe get it to work and to test it out, because it might be that it has to be like run at some point, like the lot has to be run in live mode at some point to get the fire to show. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work. The fire mod itself is very buggy. A lot of people talked about that. And so there's that. And there's also the fact that I don't think anyone has tried setting fire to Create a Sim before, so I really don't know what this is going to do. It'll either do nothing, or it'll be like very chaotic and maybe break the entire game. I backed up a bunch of stuff and made my object files read-only, and also backed up all the Create a Sim lots. So I'm hoping that if everything does go wrong, I can just like restore it that way without reinstalling, but I don't know. This just seemed like too much of an entertaining idea not to try. So yeah, so I'm gonna go into Create a Sim now and see what happens. This has genuinely been scaring me because like I've not tried anything like this before, and it's just, I don't know why, but doing something this crazy in The Sims, it's like you have like too much power almost, and it's like it's scary to me. Like, is it gonna just crash? Okay. Okay. So the fire isn't there, but the poster is. So now I know the Create a Sim lot is working. The problem is just that the fire is not there. Right. While we're here, Oh god, that scared me. Yeah, that's a thing. I'm just going to address that now. Basically, if you make custom create a sim lots, and you have seasons and pets installed, what can happen is strays can wander onto the lot and a little camera will appear in the corner. If you have pets installed. That happened to me before, but it's not happening right now. And as you can see, the sim is starting to freeze because I don't know why, and it happens like instantly, which doesn't happen in the game unless it's been cold for a while. So it's a bit odd. But yeah, if you have seasons, the sims will just freeze. I don't know if it's possible for them to actually die. Obviously, in the game, I think you can die from freezing if you have very low motives, if your sims have very low motives. So it's possible there, I think, but I don't know if it's possible here, because presumably their motives don't decrease. There is a way to get around this using a mod. I think it's called Any Game Starter, but I haven't tried it and I don't know how it works. But apparently, I think if you use it, you can maybe disable certain expansion packs. Again, I don't know. I just read this on a site that if you make custom creator sims with those expansion packs, you have to use Any Game Starter, and that will allow you to basically edit the lot without those expansions, I guess. Well, go into the game without those expansions, then you can edit the lot. Okay, so before when I placed the fires, it was in buy mode, and I'm wondering if the lot has to be run once in live mode to get the fires to work. So what I've done is I've moved a sim into the CAS lot, and I'm going to package it like that. I did this before, and the CAS lot itself worked, but the sim I actually had moved in, they weren't on the lot because I wanted to see if they would just wander around. I think there is a way to get that to work, but I think the sim has to be a NPC or townie, or they'll basically be removed before the CAS slot is displayed, because I had two sims there. One was a stray pet. You can actually kind of see them through the window here. I moved them over here, and I'll show a clip of this later in the video. They showed up just sitting here, and they're not actually a member of the household. And I also saw a custom CAS screen on the SimSlice website, which was basically, it had like the Grand Vampire Sim sort of wandering around this room and this room. And basically, I don't think you ever see that, you know. I don't know if that was intended to be seen before. Look at this. Look at that. Look, the Grim Reaper is like... I haven't actually looked at this closely before. I've come in here a couple of times, but I didn't look at all the pictures. Some of them are kind of weird. I guess I'll just do a quick like overview of this room now. I haven't planned out this video too well, so I was going to do this later, but I might as well do it now. You can see like this particular picture frame, it's just got a bunch of little pictures shoved into it. There's another one like that over here. It's kind of weird. These images, I don't think... These photos weren't ever intended to be seen completely, so it's possible that they just kind of had any old picture in. You can see this one is very blurry. That's not being UV mapped at all, I don't think. So they've just like applied some random texture there, and it's stretched. Got these empty picture frames here too. This is actually clipping through a wall here, but you know, it doesn't matter particularly because the camera sort of sits, I don't remember, but somewhere further right of that sofa. When you're making custom CAS screens, you can't remove these basic objects. These are like some kind of debug backdrop object, and this is an entire object as well. The window is also a CAS specific window called CAS window, but it's actually worth money, and I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to get all of the debug objects in The Sims 2 into your buy and build mode catalogue normally. There probably is. I've never actually bothered doing that in The Sims 2, as far as I remember. I do it all the time in The Sims 4 for build stuff, because there are some great... It's basically like a free expansion pack. There's some great debug objects in The Sims 4 for building, but yeah. So, I've been completely derailed in what I was talking about, and I've, like, forgotten where I was going, but yes. So I'm going to place down the fire on this lot, and then see if it displays, and then exit out, and then save the lot. And I think what I'll also do is place down a few of those nightlife objects, and I've forgotten what category they're in, so I'm just going to pause to find them quickly. Yeah, so I'm going to place down a few of these fire jets, because I'm curious about whether they'll work either, because they have a fire effect as well, and it might be that just... you know, certain special effects don't work in CAS and aren't displayed. I'm not entirely sure. So we'll try some of those, and we'll place down like a bunch of the fires, and I'll just put them all over the random place. You know, if it doesn't work in CAS, then you'll at least get to see what it sort of looks like on the CAS lot, or what it would have looked like if I just do a test. There we go. Can you turn these on from a distance? Yeah, you can, right? That's cool. I don't want to extinguish anything. We want to turn both of them on. Oh my, it's because they're invisible. Oh, it's just taking up all the space. There we go. Okay, so we've got the fire. I don't know whether to put some in here too. It's too late now, but you gotta put them all down in advance, otherwise you can't get back into buy mode. So against my better judgment, I will now be saving this and see if the game crashes. I don't know. This is a very buggy mod apparently. A lot of people commented on it, causing problems. The only problem I've had so far is with that weird aspiration thing where his aspiration kept failing, but it wasn't like it didn't just fail once, it just kept doing it over and over again because it was glitched for some reason, and I don't know if that's related to the mod or not, to be honest. I also don't know if this fire can kill Sims, because I haven't tried that yet. They react to it, they can extinguish it, but I don't know if it actually burns them or not. Okay, I'm about to try it again. I don't know why, but this is like making me really, really anxious. Like, I've never been this anxious experimenting with anything because, I mean, there's a strong possibility that nothing will happen at all, just like last time when I loaded it. So I don't know why, and like, if the worst comes to the worst, I can just like reinstall everything. It'll take about a day or something maybe if I use my CD versions, but it's not like the end of the world because I've backed up all my neighbours, well, all the neighbourhoods I wanted to keep, but I'm so scared. I don't even know why. This isn't even like a scary thing. Like, it's not like weird Sims or anything, but I'm just like, it may just crash. I think it might have crashed, no? Oh my god. Oh, okay. So those objects just don't show up? Are they like special objects that aren't considered displayable or something? Because it hasn't even shown the fire objects. I mean, the effect ones. So I'm guessing you just can't have... Unless I put this in wrong. I mean, I don't see the pet outside, but oh no, wait, that was a different lot, potentially, so... Can't see the pet. Trying to see if the pet's there. Oh boy. Because the pet was in CAS, so I assume they'd be showing through the window as well if it was there. Okay, so this is attempt number 3. I'm still not 100% sure this is the lot, because there's some confusion over the numbers in my lot thing. This may be the lot instead. I don't know. I kind of just want to know now, because, like, my anxiety has really built up doing this, because I have no idea what's going to happen. Will the creator sim die if the fire is there? Are they just gonna stop? Will it crash? Oh my god, the fire's there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are they gonna get set on fire? Oh my god, are they just immune to the... Oh my god. Oh my god, this is the weirdest thing I have ever seen. Am I controlling them? It doesn't know who's who. He's just stopped. He's just stopped and he's walking around the CAS lot. I think the pet is the... It doesn't know which sim is which, man. Look, sometimes I'm turning... All of these options are just greyed out. It's in, like... It's like it knows something is wrong, and now I am controlling the pet. I am actually the pet. I don't know, man. Oh no. This is the weirdest thing. I'm going off this. Where has he gone? Where has the sim gone? This is amazing. I'm so glad. I don't even care if I have to reinstall. This is just amazing. What the hell is going on? Got some Is that where he is? How did he get out there? I was kind of hoping I'd get, like, the Grim Reaper in the CAS screen, like, because the sim died, but they've been magically teleported. And I think their colour's changed. How do I get closer, man? Do you think their face is changing all the way over there? I think they've gone. If I might start again in a minute. It's so I love how it knows that something is terribly wrong, so it's just grayed these out automatically, even though it's in CAS. Like, it just knows. Do you think they tested this? Like, do you think they tested weird life things going on in the CAS screen just for, like, fun or something? I don't know where that sim is. Sin is? Oh, it was so weird though, because I was like using the... I was rotating the sim, right? And sometimes it would rotate the sim that was generated, and sometimes it would rotate that sim over there. Oh my god. I'm gonna leave. I hope this just doesn't save, but I feel like it's gonna save it. I'm definitely gonna have to just reload the CAS screen later. I'm gonna go back, and assuming the weird camera thing starts from the beginning again, I'll... Oh no. Look at those shadows. Yeah. I don't want to enter any of these lots, but I should have just... You know what? I should have just exited out of the game rather than done that. I'm gonna have to, like, have a look at stuff. But yeah, I may have to... I don't know, man. I may have to just load this later, because this is crazy. Oh yeah, it saved this position in CAS too. That is some weird crap. Okay. So that's what that does, if you ever wondered what setting CAS on fire does. The Sims just teleport out of there, and the camera goes wild. And also, it sometimes forgets which is the object being controlled by the camera, and random hybrid pets will be spun around if they happen to be on the lot. So obviously going back to the lot just reloaded it, so I put it back in again, as it was before this chaos. Oh good, the black shadows have gone at least. I have no idea what effect this will have on the overall game either, and I don't understand what the black shadows were about. I mean, I kind of feel like I should have explored it. I just didn't. It was too much. I didn't want to enter the lot and have it, like, save in the black shadow form, because I just don't know. I mean, I suppose I could have reloaded the Neighbourhood later as well, but no. Basically no. So I've put in the fire thing again. I just want to quickly look before the camera goes completely bonkers to see whether you can change the oh no, now it's crashing. It's like it knows. It's like it knows. Is there something... Let me just have a quick look at what I've saved it as. Perhaps I didn't save it correctly. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm not even paying attention. There is no CAS in my game now. I named it the wrong thing. It has to be called something specific. Okay, I'll just go and sort that out, and then come back again. The amount of stuff you can mess with in Create a Sim, though, I mean, in The Sims 2, is just amazing. Like, Create a Sim obviously works completely differently in The Sims 3 and The Sims 4, so this isn't really possible, but I don't know, like, what... It's a really creative solution, because behind the scenes you would never know, but just making, like, a special lot that the Sims are, like, teleported to. It's so weird, like, seeing all of... Because you never know this, right? When you play normally, you click Create a Sim, there's a room, you make the sim, you don't think about what's going on behind the scenes, but like there's an entire lot that these sims are on with different programming, so there's a different interface compared to normal families, but it's still like a special lot, and it's just so weird. I do wish I like understood more though about how this game was developed and stuff like that, because yeah, okay, we just need to like quickly see see if no, don't run away. We want to just quickly, okay. So you can change various things, and then you end up in a tree. Wait, there we go. So the face, I'm clicking stuff manically because I don't know how long I'll have. That sim's still out there. I remember last time, it seems a bit more, it's moving the camera, it's moving like it's, you know what's happening? Last time it sort of switched, the camera switched between being controlled by controlling that sim and controlling this sim. This time it's switching between like controlling the neighborhood screen and so you can oh god, they can't decide what the camera, like what camera it's controlling. That's what's the problem. And I find it fascinating that these options are greyed out as though they're similar to build or buy mode, because it recognises that there's a fire. That's very interesting. And I still haven't worked out if that fire's deadly, because it's burning out though. It's burning out, and they're technically standing in it now and not dying, so I'm actually wondering if maybe the modded fire actually doesn't kill sims. I didn't test that, to be fair. Part of me wanted to see what it would be like if the Grim Reaper came to this lot. You can see them spinning. They spin a lot anyway, but the sim is not spinning because of errors for once. It's actually me controlling them. And, you know, no. It's weird, the clothing options are still attached to that sim, even though the camera isn't. So the fire's burnt out now, I think. You've still got these, but I think they're safe as long as they haven't set fire to anything. I don't know if there's some fire I can't see because I can no longer, because the camera is rotating her. But it looks like it's mostly burnt out. And these are still greyed out, these options are still greyed out, so they're like permanently greyed out when that happens. And I wanted like the Grim Reaper to come by and the sim to die, like actually die in CAS, because that would be like an iconic historical moment, because I have never seen that happen and I don't even know if it's possible. It might not be possible. But it looks like the Buyable Fire may just not be deadly, or it's possible that sims can't die on this lot, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I don't know how that would work. But the sim seems to be immune, the sims that are created here. I think they might be immune to fire, and they may just be immune in general, and also they're not immune to cold because they seem to be affected by it, but they don't seem to have the ability to react to fire, because you'll notice like the sim, I mean they teleported around, but they didn't react to the fire. They weren't panicking because they don't have wants or likes or anything like that yet at this point of the creation, so they didn't like, they don't seem to have reactions to things. They just have the animations they have, and they don't react. So my thought is, since someone had the Grand Vampire sim come in, I think it's possible that the sims that you make through Create a Sim can't be affected by the fire, but it's possible that if you have a townie or an NPC in the background, that they might react to the fire and they may be killed by the fire, and the Grim Reaper would come along in CAS, but it won't happen for these sims, I don't think. I don't know whether or not to do this, because doing anything which brings Grim outside of his, you know, basic programming stuff, anything that involves him doing stuff that he wouldn't normally do in game is risky. I have made all of my object files in my Sims folder read-only, but I'm still like, I still don't know whether to mess with it. Like, on the one hand, it would be amazing, but on the other hand, like, it's risking game corruption, and I'm still not, like, 100% committed to doing stuff involving that. So I don't know, even though I've just done this, and this is insane, so who knows what effect this has had, but I'm gonna play it a bit and actually, and see, to be honest, because there's no reference to this. Like, I tried to find it, like, nobody has tried doing weird, I mean, the only thing there is a YouTube video of someone showing a sim freezing in CAS, and that's been documented, so, but nobody has tried killing anyone in CAS, and nobody has tried doing anything like that I can see. I mean, there might be someone out there that has, but I couldn't find anything in my searching. So, so yeah, I don't know what effect that's going to have, but I'm going to have to think about that. I'm just like sitting here talking, just examining her nails. I'm going to have to think about that. If I decide to do that, I think I will make it in a separate video now, because I kind of just want to upload and edit this. I've gotten so distracted by this, I think this is probably already fairly long, this video. So, yeah, I'm just gonna, like, stop it here. It's the pile of ashes. And, there's definitely a lot of potential here for some really crazy create a sim screens, because I put that pet in here earlier, and I may include that in the video, because I got some quick footage of that, at the end. But, like, yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff you can potentially put in this room, as long as you don't mess with, the general objects, because they're necessary. I think it can work. Was that wall always blank? You know what's really weird? Didn't I put a picture there? It's gone. So that's just odd. Yeah. Okay, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Just before I go, I want to show some of the weird effects that have just happened in the neighbourhood this time after quitting CAS. There's a plume bob here. In the middle of the road, nobody lives here. There's another one there, all of the plume bobs have moved slightly off. You can see, like, when you hover, the interface is all the way over here. I mean, the name pops up all the way over here on the other side of the screen. Everything's, like, slightly off. I can imagine there might be some weird effects in the lots too, because the positions of things seem to have been broken, but I actually don't want to load any of them, because it'll save the lot, and at least the ones with the families in. But I just wanted to show that quickly, because that is odd, and I don't know why. Like, why does messing with the CAS lot have such a wide effect on the entire neighbourhood? And the position of things. And last time the lots had like a black shadow. That didn't really happen this time. That's a little odd on the edge, but it's not as, like, the shadows aren't as dark as they were last time. And yeah, it's odd. It's very odd. I don't know.